but we're the ones using it. We're the ones electing people that will regulate it. And so I'm curious, this is not a question about specific, federal regulation or anything like that, although if you have an answer there, I'm curious. But what would you ask of the rest of us? What is the shared responsibility here, and how can we act in a way that would help make the optimistic version of this more possible?
My favorite historical example for the AI revolution is the transistor. It was this amazing piece of science that brilliant scientists discovered. It scaled incredibly, like AI does, and it made its way relatively quickly into many things that we use. Your computer, your phone, that camera, that light, whatever. And it was a real unlock for the tech tree of humanity. And there were a period in time where probably everybody was really obsessed with the transistor companies, the semiconductors of Silicon Valley back when it was Silicon Valley. But now you can maybe name a couple of companies that are transistor companies, but mostly you don't think about it. Mostly it's just seeped everywhere. And Silicon Valley is, like probably someone graduating from college barely remembers why it was called that in the first place. And you don't think that it was those transistor companies that shaped society, even though they did something important. You think about what Apple did with the iPhone, and then you think about what TikTok built on top of the iPhone, and you're like, all right, here's this long chain of all these people that nudged society in some way, and what our governments did or didn't do, and what the people using these technologies did. And I think that's what will happen with AI. Like, okay, kids born today, they never knew the world without AI. So they don't really think about it. It's just this thing that's going to be there in everything. And they will think about like the companies that built on it and what they did with it, and the kind of like political leaders, the decisions they made that maybe they wouldn't have been able to do without AI, but they will still think about like what this president or that president did. And the role of the AI companies is all these companies and people and institutions before us built up this scaffolding. We added our one layer on top, and now people get to stand on top of that and add their one layer and the next and the next and many more things. And that is the beauty of our society. We kind of all. I love this like idea that society is the super intelligence. Like no one person could do on their own what they're able to do with all of the really hard work that society has done together to like give you this amazing set of tools. And that's what I think it's going to feel like. It's going to be like, all right, yeah, some nerds discovered this thing and that was great. And, now everybody's doing all these amazing things with it.
So maybe the ask to millions of people is build on it well.
In my own life, that is what I feel as like this important societal contract.